Yo, what is good? My anime people, what is good, yo? Alright, let's talk about this weird alien invasion type of show because at this point, I'm not really surprised with what's coming in this show because at this point, it really does answer a lot of questions of how is any of this possible and why is this happening in the first place. So all of these things are getting explained. We get to see just what the coins can do. Um, we also have a good understanding of why our main character kind of is the way he is because of the situation and because of a certain somebody wishing or asking this to happen, right? So not only can you get the coins and do things for yourself, you can get these coins and wind up changing someone else as well, which is a weird decision, I will say. But as a whole, I definitely want to see what they're going to end up doing with this show. Not only did they give us an explanation as of who the guy was and why was he falling out of a vending machine, they also showed us just what he's capable of and what he's probably going to bring to the table at the end. Excuse me, I just woke up. At the end of the day, where he has already shown us that with just a strain of hair, if he winds up swallowing it, he can actually become the person who he's taken the hair from, which is very dangerous in my opinion. Like, this man or this alien can straight up go out of his way and become you, cause a whole bunch of crimes, and then just change out of who he is. You know? Like, if he really wants to, he can make anybody a full blown criminal and then just disappear. So, we honestly are getting to meet and see some interesting things popping off in the show. Not only that, we got to just see how ridiculously powerful the sister is and quick she is. I didn't expect the characters to die, like I said in the title of my last video, but how else do you view this kid actually getting his head ripped off, and then after his head's ripped off, the person inside of his body was about to pretty much get destroyed too as well. So it looked like they were practically gonna die, and of course they can't kill these characters off, even though the main guy, our main MC, says he's not the main MC, right? So now he could die. He could actually die if he's not the. Okay, I'm sorry. But anyway, him losing his head in this situation came with a bigger uh, tailing side, and what the girl said when she first approached them when she was looking for the coins is that once you gain the power or you go for power, you lose everything else, right? Um, that could be a reason why she was hunting for them so just like straightforward. And not only that, that's probably why she was so, you know, angry about losing. It's because she's already trying to get the power. She's already put forward the will to lose all the things she had to become as strong as she was, just to then get bodied by these people. So that was a really telling sign of just what she's already been through. Um, and then to kind of cap it off, we then watch her get absolutely destroyed and can't really be in a position where she is going to just um, where she was going to be able to steal coins and stuff. So seeing someone actually lose their life because of what they were doing in the grand scheme of just hunting for coins and stuff like that, it goes to show you how many random people you could probably encounter, or stronger people than yourself, if you're hunting for the coins. But as you see, our main cast isn't hunting for the coins, so they're not just gonna bump into the people that are. Until now, which I guess they're more or less doing it so they can find the sister, seeing how she might be hunting for the coins, or that just might be the overall game plan to see what this alien will wind up doing once he gathers all of his coins. That supposedly the coins are the way his, like it was like his spaceship or something along those lines. It's really getting, the story's really going out there. um, and I think that's good and bad, because I think it's bad just because it doesn't have to really make any sense until the last couple of seconds. Like, the last episode shows up and all they have to do is just make sense of what they've been building up. So they can practically do anything and everything, and then when the final episode shows up, they're going to make sure we understand a lot more than what we do already. Seeing this kid after getting his head ripped off and how he's acting differently after it is very, very telling, simply to anybody who has met him, even bullies who are trying to just, you know, do what they do, bully. They really couldn't do much, right? Like, trying to actually fight him and like grab his arm just wound up turning into him just absolutely destroying this guy's wrist and about to break it. And this is without our main character being in his beast form. So I think after his head was ripped off, and after we had the talk with the alien and all that stuff, we're actually understanding what this whole, uh, if you take the power, you lose like everything. And the only person to actually drink the thing that came from the coins is our main guy, who not only did I think he started lying about the contacts. I'm pretty sure he doesn't wear contacts. His eyesight just got better because he's probably more fused with the beast side of himself. And because he's more fused with it, we're seeing more of these ways that he can smell people out from a distance. So this is the type of stuff that make the show get more and more interesting, because as a whole, it's one thing to have this show doing things that you expect, but it's another thing when all of a sudden everything's just hitting the fan and you honestly don't know what's going to come next. Our kid has a giant scar on his neck from his head being removed from his body, and supposedly if he put his head back together, he would have he would have just died instantly without it. So he made the right move by not transforming back, which I think he had the power to do the whole time, and he just had to sit on it. So overall, the nudity and all that stuff is here to stay, because that's just how the show seemingly gets down, which is, fine for some people. Do you guys? But as a whole, I think there's a lot of potential, and knowing that the sister's out there and how powerful she was and capable she was, it's going to end up being a bad time for anybody going against her that she actually has the jump on, because her getting attacked out of the blues and acting the way she did and being the victor is pretty scary. So with all that being said, everybody, I hope you're having an amazing day, night, evening, whatever the case may be. I got one more video I'm gonna probably post up today, so look forward to that, and I hope I talk to you in the next one, or we could talk in the comments on this one. So with that being said, peace.